NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Williams. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The Steelers at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a give left side for Shipley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
33-yard line.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together.
Shot 60. Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Warriors 70.
To throw is Daniels. Pass complete there to Harrison. Still fighting for more. And he is brought brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11. Here we go. Here we go. Panthers 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now Daniels. And Walker has it. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come back. Let's go now. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Lightning 18. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, look at the juke. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Second down and 8.
What is going on?
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He fights through it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
What is up?
A run on first down with Shipley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Williams going to sneak it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14-7. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Christian Kirk, 61 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To the air goes Daniels. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, this offense has been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Back to Taylor on first down. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
This is Akins. Now the ball comes loose. One of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Ready.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't very high. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point. Then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go now.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
18, 5 in. Let's go. Gravity Lions. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Come on. Hey.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown Colts. Marvin Harrison Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced to the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Looking deep here for Mooney. That is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Back to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From the 38 now. Here's second down and 7. They run once more with Taylor. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jonathan Taylor, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
19-18, Warriors 70. Go.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Rig alert, rig alert. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 bounce, 60 bounce.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jonathan Taylor, 63 yards. And the Steelers have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Down the field, he's got one. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Back, 60, Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Check, 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 check. 60 Eagles, 6.
Back to throw again. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
70 Rangers, 19, Dragon 60. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. First Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing after the interception, Daniels. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 46. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This pass out wide to Hall. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that one.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll look to throw again. Finding Walker complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll come up. 1st and 10 here.
Mustang 90 line.
First down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels. And a check down complete to Hall.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here comes 2nd down.
Come on. Dragon 7. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. 70 Rangers. 70. 60 Bobcats. 60.
Now Daniels. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Come 19. Come 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. This is caught. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 2nd down, goal to go. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year. And it moves him past 2 guys at 50, 2 of the best ever, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Brady had 50 in 2007, and Mahomes did it in 2018. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Colts' 46-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
35-yard line.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Third and 5. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's across for a touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
On his loop for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 52, Colts 42.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's first and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10. The Colts take over first and 10. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he'll find Hall. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Breece Hall with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
That's caught. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 40.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under